Yeah, fuck TikTok. Fuck them. I just gotta do a story post real quick. Jacob, did the liquid IV ever come? Well, I guess it's not coming then. Oh, okay. Okay, sorry, y'all. Oh, Gabby it's gotta be her. Who else would report me for harassment and bullying on both accounts? Right, Jessica? Does anybody know if was Miss Jones in one of the other lives? Hey, Laura. Yeah, hey, Gabby. Bitch. Damn. Whiny bitch. Or it's Brownie and Angela. I could be wrong. I just don't see somebody as uptight as Mimi sharing such deep, dark family secrets. This is the kind of thing that Mimi wouldn't want out there, you know? Like, she wouldn't want people knowing about this, even if she does think Gabby is an innocent victim. No, you can't have any fun, Amby. Let me message her. Because it says she reacted to my story 2 hours ago. So maybe she just can't, I didn't want her to feel left out or nothing. Okay. Don't you have to be up early to meet the FBI?
Oh, that's okay. But basically, this update.
I don't know, Amy. I was going to ask y'all.
People will get the truth, whether, the people that truly care about Cam will be happy about this. And then there's not the wondering or speculation and all that stuff. And
that's what I think, Beauty.
That she believed what she told.
Yep, they did, Nicole.
And I'm not going to say anything else, but she believed herself. She believed so much that none of this was her fault, and it really did come back around to all of the things that people have tried to tell her. She's had good friends that have tried to tell her and talk to her and tell her.
Not me, Jody.
I'm glad you don't believe that, but there really has been some good people, and they always get screwed over by her. Eventually she doesn't want to hear it anymore, and if you're not buying
right, Mama Cup.
So she really has had a lot of people try to help her and try to get this not to happen, but I mean...
Wait, can y'all hear?
I guess it's not...
Hey, Texie. Oh, okay. Because that's happened before. I saw somebody say something about volume or no audio or something. Sorry. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Totally bad that it did happen, because he's getting the attention he deserves.
I don't know that
hey,
she
Miss
can get
Jones.
in trouble for lying about the odds.
Yeah, this was earlier tonight.
They're just, it is possible that he is autistic. I'm not a doctor. It is possible.
He just, as of now, does not have a diagnosis.
Right, but he is.
He's not autistic.
An evaluation.
Yeah.
That's part of it.
So, I mean...
She didn't, only if she received benefits from it, which SSI is not going to just take your word for it. I mean, there is documentation of his speech delay and some of his developmental delays. Also, this
is Gabby's old mod.
Outside by himself. And they also...
For anybody that is just coming in, remember, every time somebody talks shit about the Target order, I say, Scruple sent the apples, Angela sent the shit. This is Angela, who sent animal shit to Gabby's house. Used to be her mod.
Showed her how many registered offenders lived in her.
There goes Brownie's Timu Wi-Fi.
I don't know about that. I don't know about you guys. I just know this stuff. I don't know who knows Aaron lives there or not. I mean, back
right,
when
Mama
I was
G?
her mod and her friend, he was on the lease. So I mean,
I don't know how she can deny it. They could easily watch her lives and see,
they have been watching her lives as well. Yeah.
So I mean, they can't. The spare bed thing, I don't know. I think she's gonna try to play that off, spin that somehow, but there's just no way it's gonna fly.
Honestly, I don't know.
What is this about a spare bed? I've been out of the loop. Right, Tammy? Oh, sorry, Terry. What is this about a spare bed? God, I hope not, Charity. I think so. C is. Oh. Oh, did she, Tammy? Okay. Hell, neither have I, Alicia. You know what else is good? I got on TikTok earlier today and scrolled the For You page. It was back to my interest. Like nails, diamond art, funny stuff, creators that I follow that I haven't seen in a month of Sundays. It was weird and it was lovely.
Nobody cares about that so much.
I don't know.
Also, basically Cape Coral.
Hey, I see Banks.
Cape Coral, and then I guess it's Lee County, where the different police agencies that were there, departments that were there, but they are sick of it. They're sick of the calls. They're sick of her antagonizing. They see what she's doing. That not everything can be blamed, and that
thank you, Mama.
As long as she is on live streaming,
you're
with
so
her
sweet,
child,
Mama.
it is not safe because of the things that she's telling them is happening to her. It makes an unsafe environment for her child, and she's failing.
Hey,
she
oops.
was failing to provide that.
Oh, okay. Thank you,
I
Rita.
hope that this is an eye opener for her, and that she will get the
Thank you,
help
Foxy.
and gives it a chance. And you can't just understand that you can't lie about everything, and not everything is the way that you think it is.
Won't you tell that to that one?
Maybe they.
She needs to hear that too.
One thing that I pray for is maybe they'll evaluate that medication, and maybe they'll put her on something else.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's been a huge part of the problem for a long time.
Angela, I don't know how to break this to you, but a majority of the problem is that she's a sociopathic narcissist. And Adderall just made that worse. So, sorry, Dwight, I only give that to my husband.
And yeah, I was disappointed with the Instagram live.
Hey,
with
Brittany.
The way that
This is the first time I'm
just blaming
seeing it.
everybody else, but the two people that she mentioned in that live, if you can understand now why she had such resentment, and so yeah, there's a safety plan.
Noticed your videos on here. The audio is delayed. No, wait. Abby, you mean at the beginning of my lives that I post up here? That's because I have to erase the song out of it. I play a song every time I start my live. Thank you, Marcia. That's why. Sometimes I'll edit. If it's my TikTok live, I download it. I edit the music out. I just edit that clip out. But if it's YouTube, usually I just wait till YouTube tells me that there's a copyright issue with this video, and it lets me erase the song. That's what it is.
Yeah, they were there for 3 hours, and he did act out quite a bit. He was
petting the dogs.
Okay, these women, this is Gabby's old mom. Both of these women are Danny's besties. Remember Fluffy said that when she went and did all that for Danny to help her have her surgery and shit that day, Danny was on the phone with Brownie and Angela the whole time. This is Brownie and Angela. Irrelevant. non-credible piece of shit, Gabby's old mod, who sent the animal shit to Gabby's house. My guess is they're getting this information from Danny.
Dog screaming, you know, he was just really kind of everything that you all see. Of course, there was a lot of people in the house, so I'm assuming, and then plus he was probably, honestly, he was traumatized.
No, it's not a
I'm
beef
sure from the day
live.
before.
Well, because they went to that evaluation and then all of those people met at their house, right?
Yeah.
Like, what was it, like 6 people? Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, he was put through something he should have never, ever have been put through, that's for sure. I'm just hoping that because he's so young that,
Right, Brittany?
you know, that he probably won't remember it, or, you know, I don't know. I don't really know what to say about that. I have my own.
I don't think
about
it's from
when I was a
Karen,
child
and
stuff.
the reason I don't think it's from Karen is because if it were coming from Karen, Karen loves kissing Gabby's ass. Karen will go to any lengths to appease Gabby. Karen would be painting a totally different picture. Oh no, nothing happened. CPS offered Gabby a recording contract and told her she was a wonderful mom. That's the kind of shit Karen would say.
But I do know that,
I just want to say one thing because I'm sure Gabby and Aaron are here.
Right, Mama?
I really hope for that little boy
Shut
that
the fuck
you
up,
follow
Brownie.
through with this plan and do everything that you're supposed to, because what that little boy went through during that evaluation because of your guys' behavior is sick. It is sick, and I don't know how either of you can live with yourselves.
How do you live with yourself, Brownie?
That's all I'm gonna say. I'll get banned.
well, and there's this too. Regardless if,
Right,
you
Rita.
know, I do. I hope that she comes around. I hope she takes the help that's given to her and she takes it seriously. But regardless if she doesn't, that's fine.
No, I don't think so, Mama.
Cam, he's gonna get the help. He's gonna get all the services that everybody has talked about for so long and suggested to her. And I mean, I mean, I know that you guys like to think what you do about her mods and stuff, but she really does have some good people that have really tried. They've like literally given her lists of things and places and things to do and stuff. And I don't know why she chose not to do it.
That exam, it also consisted of a rectal exam and an STD exam. And if you guys, you know, I'm sure you all know what that means. So because of Gabby and Aaron's actions, that's what that little boy had to go through.
And once again, Gabby, since I'm sure you're snooping over here, it's really dumb for you to deny that he underwent a rectal exam because you were the one playing victim for days last week about having to take him to be examined for sexual abuse. You can't examine a child to confirm or deny sexual abuse without doing that, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, unfortunately. I don't know if you want to see if anybody has any questions, because I'm always so nervous on live, and
we just keep getting the questions, where did this information come from? And we've said we're not going to say who it came from.
Oh, but when Jessica said a week ago pretty much the same information, and Jessica didn't want to say where it came from because Jessica didn't want to risk damaging any movements by CPS that were intended to help Cam. I didn't want to risk anything. That's why I wouldn't say it. Oh, it was horrible. It was terrible. She should shut her mouth. She's got leaked court documents. She's got pictures of a safety plan. Jessica has this. She needs to shut the fuck up. She is endangering everybody. She is spreading misinformation. But look at all the people eating it the fuck up from Brownie and Angela. Weird how that works, isn't it?
I'm going to show the proof.
Right.
And if you don't believe us, then that's fine.
Yeah,
that's
if that
fine.
person, if they want to come forward and stuff, that's totally on them. And I'm not going to sit up here and be like,
Miss Jones.
Beg anyone to believe me. I hate that I'm even saying this stuff, but I'm just like, I know there's so many people out there that truly do care.
You hate that you're saying this so much that you stayed on live for an hour and said it. Right? You really hate yourself for it, don't you, Angie?
I know that. And I know there's a lot of people out there that just hate Gabby too, you know? There's a difference between you two.
Thank you,
There's people
Court.
that admit that they don't actually care about Cam, so.
And you're probably never going to get the truth
Exactly, trademark.
from that end. You know what I mean? So,
Okay, Amy.
I don't know if anybody wants a box or wants.
Oh, we want a box. We're so disgusted with what we're saying, but does anyone want a box? The
Definitely
fuck?
request and come up, but
I'm sure, you know, Gabby and Aaron are watching, and I really do hope that we will let people in the boxes, but if
What you hope,
nasty,
Brownie, you hope that Gabby is watching so you can piss her off. Why don't you just say it like it is? You don't give a shit about Cam. You don't give a shit if that little boy gets the help that he needs. You care about views, don't you? You care about clout. You care about trying to become relevant again. Weird bitch.
And
Very WBB,
just
Court.
don't even.
this isn't like just no fighting. I mean, everybody, even if there's people in here that don't like each other, people that don't like me or they don't like Brownie, it doesn't matter.
I don't even go live anymore because I don't want to argue with.
You
most
don't
of
go
you
live
people,
anymore,
but-
Brownie, because no one gives a fuck about what you have to say, and you usually get dragged in your own chat when you do. So, again, why don't we just tell it like it is?
You know, Angela.
Right, Andrea?
It was actually Angela's idea to get on here and let you guys know because people are concerned and everybody's had questions. And
Miss Jones.
I feel like
you can see you can see where people are trying to like say things that aren't true, and it's hard to know what's going on and see that stuff.
Oh, hey, I just requested to get a quick recap.
Mel B, so apparently, all right, you know who Brownie and Angela are, right? Danny's besties. Angela used to be Gabby's mod. Brownie's just a shit talker who blew up her own platform by becoming best friends with Danny. Wild. Zach, will you get me another Zevia?
Yeah.
Apparently they have the inside scoop on what happened last week with Gabby and Cam and all that, and they won't say who it came from, but I mean, there's only two people who would have told either one of these two anything, and the options really are just Danny, because the only other option is Mimi, and Mimi thinks TikTok is of the devil, and Angela, I don't care how much you kiss the woman's ass, you're still of TikTok. She's not gonna trust you as far as she can throw you.
I'm sorry. I've been following them for a long time.
I could
the
be wrong, but
twins,
that's just my opinion.
And I meant to watch this, and I am totally late. So I'm sorry if that.
no, it's okay.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. I'm just happy to have someone in my
Like I
box.
said, I've been watching them since back when Danny was in Illinois. Was it Illinois?
Right, Mama?
And she was doing all that, all that crazy stuff was going on. But so there is an open case. Is that the update? Like, okay. And
The
she's
FBI is involved as well
oh my god.
because of the picture she sent out to her former mods of the rash. There is a safety plan in place. Now, Cam did have to go through that evaluation, which I don't know if you've heard us say this earlier. That also consisted of an STD check and a rectal exam. And then when they went
Black
home,
Sheep, I haven't been
CPS
on.
was there, and the FBI
Not
was
the
there.
three-letter
Yeah.
agencies.
Oh, sorry, the next day they were there.
Next. They're saying that the FBI is involved because of the pictures that Gabby sent of Cam. For those that don't know, Gabby she claimed late one night, this was back in Illinois, I think. It may have also happened in Florida last year. I can't remember. Claiming that Cam had this horrible rash and sent pictures of her child's undressed privates to people from TikTok, playing the concerned mother angle.
Then they observed Cam. There was a behavioral specialist there.
Then she did it twice, Amber.
Basically, like, the agencies are coming together, and everything's being addressed. And Cam is being looked after.
I know,
So
Foxy,
there
isn't it
I know a little
precious?
bit about.
Guys, this is not any speculation. This is factual information.
Oh, okay. So we're just supposed to take you two at your word? Is that it? That's weird. Because, again, Jessica said it was all alleged a week ago and got dragged and dragged and dragged and dragged. I tried to pass this information along to TikTok then. And no, I don't give two shits who gives out the information, just so I can make my point abundantly clear for the painfully ignorant people on TikTok. Not you, not y'all. Of course, not y'all, but y'all know who I'm talking about. I'm not mad that Brownie and Angela went live and weren't dragged for giving out this information. You're all a bunch of fucking two-faced, ignorant hypocrites. Because anytime I do it, it's bad, it's wrong, and I'm just the fucking devil. But literally anybody else, someone who has zero credibility on TikTok, even she can go on live and say CPS did this and the cops did that and there's this and that and Gabby's got to do this and Cam had to go through that. And y'all will listen to her. When was the last time Brownie was a credible human being? But I, on the other hand, no one has any reason not to believe what I say. And I also framed the information as alleged 8 million fucking times. And I was still the devil. Because you don't like me. That's all. Literally, Hobo Joe from down the street could get on live and tell y'all all of this information, and y'all would believe it, and he would be a fucking saint and would give him medals and pat him on the back and throw all kinds of gifts at him. Just as long as it's not Jessica, right? Got it.
Okay.
So I know a
Exactly,
little bit about,
Brittany.
CPS. Where I'm at in my state at CPS, and I was involved in a horrific case of with my own family member, my little nephew, of severe child abuse. He was the worst case on a infant that survived.
They are
meaning
first-time
kids
reporters.
did not survive that type of abuse. So I know a little bit about like the protocol.
Hey, Ellen, as long as it's not me, they don't care.
At least by the standards in my state. And the mother of my little nephew had 5 other children that they also, like Cam, took and interviewed and went over and all that. But they did not
Aquarius,
do
I think they
anything
both
that
co-parent
extensive,
Danny.
Like how you're saying.
Brownie
that,
and Angela both have custody
how he
of
was
her at the
examined
moment.
rectally and all that. So I'm wondering, so that makes me feel that there was a
Sue had
reason.
a whole life to drag
that
your
we-
name.
that
Oh,
something was found.
Brownie and Melissa Sue had a whole life to drag your name that turned on them also. They're just mad. We love you. Exactly, Mama.
You guys, can I say one thing? People are upset that we're speaking about what this exam consisted of when there are people on here who went live saying that they thought that he was being sexually assaulted. Okay, so let's. If you don't want to listen to it, then don't leave. But we're just telling you.
Yeah, exit stage left. Get a grip, people. My God.
We're not going to argue. The thing is that I'll explain it. The picture, okay, the division that got involved because of the picture.
that
Then
out.
also there were
Thank you.
and she knows this because she did slip and say it. In
One's
her life
Dee's
before-
mom and one's her
before the
stepmom.
appointment was the allegations of them engaging in
Here,
acts.
Emily, I'm going to help you. You don't have to. But
They're trying to benefit from Gus Gus's tell-all book.
If you think
Okay,
about-
Amy.
and this is the sad part. If you think about some of the
Oh,
the
thank you,
behaviors that
Shy.
he's displayed, they're on a list. You know
I
what
don't know,
mean?
Willow.
Right.
So do you understand what I'm saying? There's like a lot of reasons. I guess I don't
I'd
think
say
it was
Brownie
one or
is the
other, and,
stepmom.
you know, thankfully everything was okay. Okay.
Right. Yeah. I was just curious because that makes it's more disheartening that
Yeah.
they had reason to do that. Now I will say, CPS
I'll be right
doesn't
back,
just
y'all.
do these things for shits and giggles. It has to be a serious. And there's a
Wow,
major
I
investigation.
I'm gonna
that
keep my
had to have
mouth
been
shut.
going on for
I'm gonna
quite
get
a
up and
long
go to the
time.
bathroom and keep
So
my
for
mouth
them
shut
to
and behave
examine
like
him
a
that
good little
thoroughly
student.
means this is
This was
very
this
very
was
serious.
only the second time he was there.
Right. Well, yeah, I was just curious because wow, that's even more disheartening that that poor child. But thank you for letting me up and recapping.
You're welcome. Thank you for not being nasty.
Absolutely, yes.
It's an uncomfortable subject, and
It is, and it's like we're damned if we do, damned if we don't, you know.
but just to let everybody know that all areas have been.
I mean, like, it's not hard to look up and see what these exams consist of, and if we didn't say what they consisted of, people would be asking either way. So we're damned if we do, damned if we don't.
You know,
And again, you don't have to believe what we're saying. Quite frankly, we don't care if you do or you don't, but the ones that truly do care, at least now you know.
and there's a lot of people that know that this is true. They know.
Yeah. No.
And in the end, it will all be. It's sad that it all came to this and stuff, but in the end, it really, there will be some good that will come out of it. Some, a lot of good that will come out of it.
Yeah, the Cam is finally starting to receive some justice, and I hope,
Yeah.
I really do hope that Gabby and Aaron follow through with this and take it seriously.
I'm just going to assume that they both have to take the classes, but I honestly don't know for sure about that. I mean, if they're both parents are in the home, and I would assume that they both have to. But I like I said, I only know certain things. So, and that's I don't know that for sure.
I mean, he went home after the exam,
Is this your water?
Yeah, he went home, and then they came the next later. Like I said, everything was okay there, so we probably don't need to speak on it anymore.
What did you say, Angela? If she was to get pregnant and have another baby, the baby would be on this case? Is that what was said?
This case is not going to be closed within a couple months, or the things that are.
Look at
the things
Angela
that
being a
have to happen
CPS
are-
expert.
It's going to take some time, so. It's not and all the times that she said it's open and shut, that's not true either, so.
Mm-hmm. Gabby has lied her way into a position that she cannot lie her way out of.
Well, not this time.
No.
Good evening, ladies.
Who's that? Who's that in the box?
I just have one quick question,
Oh,
and I might
yeah,
have missed
never
it. I'm sorry if you're gonna might have to repeat yourself. If she doesn't follow through with some of the safety plan, did they say what kind of punishment? I don't even want to use the word punishment, but consequences if she doesn't follow through with any of this.
Well, it'd
Well,
be
they
the same
would
for anybody
take
who
it.
doesn't follow through the safety
Damn,
plan.
it
Then
ain't
then
rocket
gets
science,
presented in front of
sassy.
the judge. So
And then she'll be.
a judge signs a removal. So if I'm correct.
And you ran your mouth about me, sassy, so don't get your panties in a bunch if I'm not nice about you.
Anyone who doesn't follow a safety plan, then I suppose it does, then the agency will, present that in front of a judge, and then
Oh,
they'll.
you have to
they'll-
add
they'll-
more ice
the
because the
decisions will be made from
liquid
there.
IV.
Basically, she
Has, like,
has
salt in
to,
it.
regardless,
Hey, Melanie.
because if she doesn't follow through with their plan now, they're going to take it before a judge, which I'm sure the judge will grant all of that, and she's going to have to do it regardless.
Well, yes,
But I'm sure
Brownie.
the
That's why
consequences would
Gabby
be more
agreed.
If she doesn't follow through with this plan, Cam could
It could've
end
been
up
dirty.
removed.
It's
And
okay.
if she doesn't follow through with it, I think that's what needs to happen. I think he should be removed already, but that's just my opinion.
Bitch, pick a lane. You were just saying how you hope Gabby gets help.
I mean,
The fuck?
this is a lot, but
See, here's the thing. Here's the thing, Brownie. When you have, integrity and decency and things like that, you don't find yourself making contradicting statements when you're not fake as fuck. And you don't just say you hope Gabby gets help because it looks good and that's the thing you think people think you should say. See me, I don't give a fuck what people think I should say. I don't care if Gabby gets help. There, I said it. But see, when you're not fake, you don't contradict yourself like that. What I miss in the oh, what's happening with Nicole? Exactly, Mama. Just, oh, I hope you feel better, Nicole.
For
Yeah.
She is phony as hell.
You know, in the long run.
Always, Niecy.
I mean, we've all
No, not this sassy.
So sad that it
Sorry.
came to this, like,
It is.
when I heard about like that exam, like that really.
Ooh, this is
I say
delicious.
why they did that, Brownie, and I truly believe this in my heart and my gut, is because she is talked about
Yeah.
all the time when she's gone to the ER that they test her for STDs. No normal person gets
Exactly, Miss
tested
Jones.
for going in and having a bladder infection or something. At least I've never have. I mean, but it's because I think because she's mentioned it so many times that there has to be a grain of truth
What the
in there.
fuck are you talking about, sassy? What? Huh? I agree, Aquarius. Why would someone put a child's information right? Exactly, Southern Belle. I agree, Miss Jones.
So I think that's why they did that.
It's just so
I don't
sad. Like,
understand. It's because of the inappropriate,
Right.
yes.
Yes.
all of that stuff. All
Right.
of the
The
stuff
fuck
that's
is
been
Sassy
happening.
talking about a
The
UTI and
combination of it
what the
all just
hell?
made, like, you know, perfect storm.
Yeah.
And not good for him, but in a way it is.
Oh,
too, though,
absolutely, Mama
because that
G.
made other things get put into place too.
Yeah.
You know, so yes, there's a lot of the horrible
Please come to the
things
front
at
office.
the beginning and at the top, but then it spiraled down to all the amazing things.
Yeah,
that's
apparently
gonna
so,
help
Mama.
little man. And actually,
But I better not speculate on a fucking thing, right? Because all three of these bitches will run their mouths. I am too, Aquarius.
the whole family. You know, in the long run.
I really hope that she
Not including
finally
A.
realizes that she has not won anything.
Right, Court?
That she has
Clout.
lost.
That's why she's
She
talking.
has really fucking lost here.
Oh, I'm
because
sorry,
what-
Foxy. Miss Jones is Amanda J. I just call people by their TikTok names in here.
that little boy went through, that's not a fucking win, Gabby. That's not a win.
I know, but I think
Harassment and
to be
bullying,
honest,
Mama.
I mean, I agree, but I think that like I just like we want it to be better, right? And like
Hey, Christina,
she has to be
I'm
better,
good. How are
right?
you?
She has to be better. If anything's gonna improve.
I've never watched Sassy before. I've just been told about things that she's said about me. Clearly, if her lives are anything like this nonsensical mess she's talking in her box, good Lord.
You know, there's gonna have to be a lot of work done and stuff, but I think it can improve.
Right,
I definitely
Mama?
think it can improve. And I think
She just gotta bite it.
Wait, but Kim wasn't at the ER multiple times. Wait, for STDs at the same time. Gabby has been to the ER multiple times. I don't know how many of those were fake UTIs. I do know, and somebody found the clip while I was off of live the last few days. Maybe it was one of the mods where she's talking about, it was from last year, where she gets in the car and she's telling Aaron, she went to the gynecologist, and she gets in the car telling Aaron that the doctor said she either has chlamydia or gonorrhea, I think it was. She called all of us that follow you a bunch of bad names. Oh, is that right, Sassy? Oh, well, at least my people can talk some fucking sense.
Bite the bullet and just do what she has
Angela
to do for
Benson!
the family for once. Do what you have to do for
Oh, you're
your
welcome,
little
Brittany.
man. Period. End of story.
in the end, that's up to her, and it's not.
Right, Tess?
It's not up to us. It doesn't matter what anybody says anymore. It doesn't matter. Any of that is really in her hands. It's got to be up to her, you know. And I mean, a lot of people fought for that little boy, and I think you would never know. I don't think you all would ever know.
And you weren't one of those people, Angela. Why are you here again? Just because you were Gabby's mod for a while and you tried to make her act right and tried to make her do right and she just wouldn't listen and blah, 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 blah. Why are you here again? I'm confused. Yes, we can absolutely do that, Court. It's in the palm of first time lady's hand. What's whose last name? About Karen. I was about to ask. I meant to ask a while ago, excuse me, if Karen ever made it home. Good Lord, Karen, I went and saw fireworks, started the period from hell, and went through that for 3 days, and damn, you still ain't got home yet? Good Lord. You don't even go there, Sassy. Oh, absolutely, Jennifer.
Somebody came forward that knew that it was worth it.
Right.
And I'm not talking about the things
I don't know
that
what
happened
Angela's
that were
last name
wrong,
is.
or the lies, or the false reports, or the dumb stuff that happened. I'm talking about the things that were reported.
Hey, Red Jen, I'm okay.
The attention was brought to.
Just had a really bad period this month. That's why I've been MIA. Quick recap. This is Gabby's old mod, Angela. This is, common dumpster garbage brownie. This is some nonsensical lady. These two did this live tonight, unbeknownst to me. I just came on to say hey to everybody. I didn't even plan on being on long, but a lot of people have sent me a lot of nice messages, and I wanted to get on and let everybody know I was still alive. And I found out about this, and they went live saying that what all happened with CPS and Cam and Gabby and Aaron and all of that. And apparently it's okay if they do it. Or anybody. Like I said, Hobo Joe from down the street could get on live and tell us all kinds of things about CPS and whatnot. But when Jessica does it, oh, she better burn in hell.
That it needed to be brought to, and the way it was brought
Thank you,
to
Red Jen.
those agencies, it got their attention.
She deleted it, which I'm glad.
They are going
A
to be
screenshot of what?
counting her meds moving forward.
Yeah.
I have a question. Is there like some safety plans?
But she was there today, and I just thought y'all wanted to know, since Jessica was attacked for saying something, but they can say whatever they want. Wait, what do you have, Twin Mama? I was gonna have Angela place a call to make sure you were okay. No, Kelly, it was earlier. I still haven't read your messages from a few days ago, Miss Jones, but I will get to them, I swear. I have not been conscious much the past few days. Oh, Danny, was it Gabby's today? Interesting. And you have a screenshot, you said? I've had it with all the clout chasing, sucking. Thank you, Wolf. Could never be me kissing ass and chasing clout. Absolutely not. We sure did, Wolf. I tried to tell y'all that's where all this dirt came from. Not me. Mimi ain't about to go telling this kind of business. It's Swifty. It's SWIFTIE_723. I'll open it now. You'll have to send me a message first, just saying hey, and then I'll accept it. Savannah, I just accepted your message request. After I accept your request, then you'll be able to send it. Oh, well. Exactly, Court, but no one listens to us. Funny how that works, isn't it? I was minding my own business, just passing along what I was told on Instagram, and I wasn't, writing ChatGPT articles and having a feud with some other no-name ChatGPT author on some website I've never heard of in my life. I was just minding my own damn business. They seem to really hate that about me. I got it, Ashley. She's going to send it on Instagram. Yeah, we're just the outsiders. And you know what? That's all right with me, Court, because if anything remotely like any of this is what you got to do to not be on the outside, I'll stay over here. It is a very ugly color, Mama Cub.
Plans, however you want to call them. So
I
you
agree,
have to have
Texie.
this done in 6 months. She have a time limit? Does she have like a year to complete everything, or is there nothing?
Hey, Sassy. Those of us who don't just care about what's going on for the tea and the scoop and the gossip, we're not asking those kind of questions, you silly goose. No one's asking those kind of questions. Are you prepping for tomorrow's live, Bookie? I do too, Wolf. I always have.
Right now, it's just right now, from what I understand, it's just in the beginning, and there's a whole lot of things. You're gonna think there's
Of course I will,
therapy, speech
Kelly.
therapy, all these.
You don't ever talk smack on me.
Intense therapy for her. You know what I mean?
And I've known you for a long time.
A long time. So I don't know the exact time limit, but I do know that it's not going to happen, and it's probably not. Anytime I've ever seen this happen before, it definitely wasn't
Here
even
in
6 months.
Italianized.
But I don't want
I was
to.
wondering, like, if she was ordered for specific type of counseling in parenting classes.
Why do you
Sometimes they'll
want to
say,
know?
You have 8 months to complete, A, B, and
Hey,
C.
Sassy. You know what? You need a pen for this, lady. Sassy. Hey, it don't matter. There are people that have been waiting years for something like this to transpire. And at this point, we're just hoping and praying that what these two numbskulls told everybody tonight is true. Right? Yeah. Why are you asking about fucking details? Hey, Jackie. Why do you fucking care? Because are you the one one of them that Gabby was talking about that's withdrawing and desperate for some information and shit? Because you do sound a little thirsty. Hey, Alicia, I missed y'all too. Should we send my Bookie a care package, maybe a humble pie or another?
You have 9 months.
Yes, we
to do it.
should.
You know what I'm saying?
From Target.
Okay. So she at least was smart enough to,
It's very weird.
volunteer and agree with the suggestion
Right, Amy?
to come up with the safety plan. But
She hasn't been on Red Gym, but I haven't either.
And
I was just curious on that.
That's right, Southern.
the thing's ordered, like, no judge has ordered her, no, you understand, like, this
Right.
CPS
She hasn't-
is friendly for a reason.
But if she doesn't follow through with this plan, then it will go before
Corn
a judge,
chips
and I'm
makes
sure
everything better.
It will be mandated, or she.
Right. That makes sense.
Y'all listen at Brownie trying to talk smart, like her big sis Angela here. Nobody cares what you have to say, Brownie.
Thank you. I thought I heard.
Apparently, Angela's the smart of Danny's two mommies because she's the one that usually does all the talking.
correctly, but like I said, I walked away a couple times and I thought maybe
Well,
I'm
He is trying to
even,
sound
even,
intelligent.
I don't know how, like, certain
Alicia,
things.
sorry to keep pausing it. Alicia, I don't. And here's why. I think she's trying to find a way to circumvent whatever has been put in place or whatever she's agreed to. Otherwise, why was she live on Instagram the other day, right? Also, why she keep posting shit on Snapchat? She posted a response to this live on Snapchat and TikTok tonight. Yeah, I know, Court. But that's just my opinion. I don't think she's done. I think she's trying to figure out a way around it.
Or, like Angela's had to explain certain things to me because
And that's why we wanted to open the box so people who had questions.
LP,
or whatever,
it
just
was
to make sure that
Brownies,
they,
and
gave
Angela
their
was in the
samples
box. It's on
to the best of my
Kai
knowledge and
Fox's YouTube channel.
her knowledge,
Right. All right. Well, thank you,
Marvel.
ladies, for allowing me up and answering my questions. I appreciate it.
Tara,
Why do I
they will be counting her meds moving forward.
And I
There
can,
is
for anybody who hasn't seen this from the beginning, it ain't like I got anything else to play. I can start it over when it's over.
so from what I understand, there was a couple conversations in place about if there was any friends or family members that were willing to take him, so they got their names and stuff like that. So it was going pretty far. So.
Well. What have we here? It says, you will never come to my house again since you want to tell everything I told you to Brownie and Angela and have them go live about it. I'm through with you. THREW. Oof. Thank you, twin mama. Yikes. Whoopsie. Somebody didn't delete quick enough. Well. Twin mama, the funny thing about your name on Instagram, my name's Jessica and your last name was my Suboxone doctor for eons. Very good catch. What was this posted on, twin mama? I know her spelling's atrocious. Mama Cub. And I hope this proves where they got the info. Thank you, twin mama. Can I ask what's happened the past few days? Posting that picture will be contempt of court, right? Christina, I haven't been on. I have not felt well the last few days. I haven't been on since the 3rd. That it said, you will never come to my house again since you want to tell everything I told you to Brownie and Angela and had them go live about it. I'm through THREW with you. Where was this posted at, twin mama? I am. I'm 46. Why? Wonder if Dave will be back on. I don't know, Mama Cub. I don't know. Again, my opinion is that this stuff is true. Look at there. This bitch ain't never been nothing but nasty to me, and I can still not talk shit. Yes, I believe this stuff is true. This is my opinion. I cannot say this enough. This is my opinion. Something got Gabby off of TikTok, and it wasn't her own choice. So you have from the other night. Wait, I think it's on YouTube, best friend. I'm confused why I was asked if I'm 45 or older. I thought everybody knew how old I was.
What? I didn't see. Huh? I said that? What do you mean?
It could be Brandy. Snapchat. Okay, that picture was posted to Snapchat.
Good news.
Shirley, you're sweet and delusional. So are you.
It eases their mind some, and of course, there's always going to be people that doubt, and that's fine. There's been a lot of people that have come.
Annalise, we have not. CPS would never tell us anything, even.
I'm gonna, Jackie. I'll play it over when it's a little more than halfway through it. I'll start it over and just play the beginning, like the main stuff that they said. Oh well, thank you, Laura.
We called an
I'm 17.
So, no.
They would lose their job. No,
Yeah.
absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
I'm 27.
And if someone does have a worker talking to them or anything, it might be best never to say that that's.
Angela, who are you aiming that at, ma'am? I agree, Cajun. Something, she did not come home from that thing that last week, wherever they went, and just decide, you know what, I'm done with TikTok. There's too many times, too many missed opportunities for Gabby to get the fuck off of TikTok when it was detrimental to her family, and she pissed away every one of them. And we're supposed to believe that absolutely nothing happened last week. Oh, happy early birthday, Jennifer. We're supposed to believe absolutely nothing happened last week if you listen to the people that hate me and shit talk me for passing along what I was sent on Instagram. So nothing happened last week, yet Gabby just decided, finally, after all the shit she's done, all the problems that have been caused by her being on TikTok, she just decided, well, I'm done. That's it. Ain't no way. Sarah, that's a good point. If I had not been given the information I was given on Instagram last week, then I would question every bit of this. But too much makes sense. And Gabby, in the 2 years that I've watched her, has never stayed off of TikTok this long for a skit. Oh, are you 27, Dana? Were you the one that said I'm 27 a minute ago? I thought y'all were all joking. Oh, you are 27. Wait, are you? I don't know if you're being funny or not. Remind me tomorrow night, Jennifer, when I go live, so everybody can tell you happy birthday again.
I mean, Lauren in the night of, she seemed to be in denial, but we know that's how Gabby rolls.
Does anyone else want a box?
I lied, not 23.
Questions, you can come up, but like I said, we're not going to be
Your
here
secret's safe with us,
arguing
Foxy.
people.
Clout Kitty is.
Like I
I
see
don't
some
know
of
where
you
that little
repeating the same
gremlin
question,
is at.
and I'm obviously not answering, so you should probably just give up already.
No, I mean the people that really needed to hear the information, I think they've heard it. And
If you guys want me to, I can download this live and put it on my YouTube.
To my name now. I'll be 38 on the 17th.
I'm sure it's probably going to be on a couple of people's already.
I know, Miss
So,
Jones.
I'm sure it'll be posted.
If it's not, you guys can let me know and I'll upload it. I'll just, I can just do it.
I will say this, as far as skits go, y'all know Danny has been climbing the walls to go live. And I think maybe the only reason, besides clout and attention, the only reason these two did this live tonight, I think the motivation behind it was all eyes are on Gabby now. Everybody's, we'll help everybody forget what a piece of shit Danny is. Danny, we'll never forget how you didn't scam those groceries at Aldi. We'll never forget all the vile shit that you said about me and my family. So I don't care how many lives are held about your fucking sister, you're still a piece of shit. And if the things that I was told about you are true, ooh, wee girl, you just can't leave women alone, can you? And you can't stop trying to steal shit.
I would just do it.
You know they are, Jennifer.
It's just easier if you get in a box because these comments are going so fast.
Yeah. And sometimes people can be asking something.
Or the cancer scam. Exactly, Niecy.
But you know what I mean? Like,
hey, Danny, if you want some positive attention or you just want the negative attention to stop, why don't you pay back that money that you took from people? Bet you won't. Bet you won't.
I think maybe their whole family can work things out and maybe become a healthy family.
yeah.
Wow, you're fucking delusional, Angela.
That would be great.
Wait, who said that was? Oh, that was Angela. Okay.
I just got a couple of things to mention or to ask, actually.
Just to clarify, the picture of Danny, Gabby, and Cam that I showed was Gabby posted it to Snapchat and then deleted it. And that screenshot was taken before she took it down.
Let me see. How do I need to put this? The pill situation, Karen shares her medicines with her. So was that mentioned in any of that?
No,
Do you know?
she's getting drug tested and her pills are being counted. So I'm not. So I mean, if anything, if there's anything wrong, they'll get it. They'll know.
Okay. And then another thing, maybe Chloe should be checked also because she has people there.
I don't know anything about that. I'm not going to talk. I don't know anything about that, ma'am.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I don't. I'm sorry. I just don't know anything about
That would be on Karen. That would be,
Yeah. Well,
that would be a question for Karen, because
Yeah. I was wondering if it was brought up in any of that with the CPS, is all I was wondering.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, we don't know anything about that.
And also,
Is
I've seen
Angie
a lot
part
of
of
people commenting
headquarters?
about the bruises on Kim's arms. Was those brought up at any time?
I don't know anything. I do know that, you know, if you saw them, I saw them, then I'm sure that they saw them. But
Yeah.
I don't know anything.
Anthony is
But I'm
a
assuming,
guy that dated Aaron's best friend's daughter, right, y'all? They referred to her as his niece. I know, Brie.
that. I mean, they all didn't show up the next day for nothing. Okay.
Right. Well,
That's what I thought. Thank you, Amy.
And I appreciate you ladies bringing us this information. It was
You're welcome.
Thank you.
We know that people have, you know, that there are people who do genuinely care about Cam and have been curious, and there's been a lot of speculation going around.
yes. I feel really bad for that little boy. But
I
thank
do
you.
too. You're welcome. Have a good night.
You too.
Shows, I'm
Hey,
sure
Alex.
they have been. And if they haven't been watching them, I'm sure they've been sent a lot of stuff.
Hey guys, I kind of
Hey,
came.
how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
So I kind of came in late, and then I got a little bit of the recap, and I did see a lot of people asking. And you may not even know. Was there anything mentioned about her going online?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is she allowed to be online still, or did they tell her that she needs to stay off, or?
She has agreed to stay off for the safety of her
Me too,
child.
beauty.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so the night this happened after the night.
Oh,
she
that
went on leave.
Anthony, the wellness. I'm not gonna get into the whole thing with the welding salesman. Because you just can't win when you disagree, and I'm just gonna leave it for them to take care of. Leave it for them to cover. You know.
Graham, correct?
No.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Let's just say I have unpopular thoughts.
Well, thank you very much. That was all that I had
Not
to ask.
necessarily about him.
Thank you for coming up.
So
Absolutely. Have a good night.
You too.
this was all a story this all came out like at the beginning of the
She was
year
posting
when this
Cam on
woman
Snapchat. Well,
started to make the
that's not very
accusations.
smart of her then.
It is messy, very messy. And I don't want no part of it.
I mean, from my understanding, like TikTok was a main focus because that's where a lot of this stuff comes from. But I mean, I'm sure that they address it as all. I'm sure that I'm going to keep my mouth shut about it. If you're listening, Gabby, keep your kid off the internet before they take him from you.
Oh,
Yeah.
Keep your kid off any form of social media and protect him like they told you to.
And keep your legs closed and let's not work on bringing another kid in this world, okay? How about that? Now that she's being investigated, is everybody gonna stop posting all their videos? I don't know.
you sure can't, Tess. Hey, Justin.
I haven't in a while because this
One shit
none
show
of
at a
this
time.
has been fun or light trolling for so long now. Like it's so, and it's just, it's hard to watch. Like I can hardly watch it anymore.
Oh, you can hardly
I mean,
watch
I'm
it
gonna say it again.
anymore, Brownie. Yet you have gone. The few times you've gone live in the last couple of months have been when significant events have taken place. Like you went live a few days after Find Out first played the court proceedings because you were trying to piggyback off of that. Now here you are again when there's news about CPS and whatnot. Bitch, please. Oh, and let's not forget your award-winning, riveting expose on me, right? Girl, Jesus Christ.
And I know a lot of people agree with me, and I hope that people take this into consideration, whether you like her or not. If Cam's life is gonna get better, if he's gonna get the attention he
So
deserves
damn
and
phony.
stuff, she has to get better too.
Yeah.
Angela, it's not gonna happen. Do you understand there's no cure for narcissism?
You know, but I've said this many times
Exactly,
again.
Court.
I don't want to
But
see
nobody wanted to
anything
hear
bad
it from me.
happen to them. I don't like this is sad to me.
I
Like,
know, Andrea, ain't it cute?
I you know, like I don't understand it. I don't
Who's
get
watching Danny if
the
they're both
need to be
there?
on here all the time, but I don't know.
I mean, she'll get. I mean, that will probably be what the intensive therapy. You know, I mean, I'm not going to speculate all this stuff. I'm assuming that that'll be addressed. You know, but
Just
that
keep
really,
it
like, in the end, it
monotone.
really is all up to her. What she talks to her. She's going to be assigned all of that stuff too. So she'll be assigned therapist. There'll be assigned doctors.
They must have hired a sitter.
The specialist that will be helping Cam, that'll be coming into the home and stuff like that. All of that. That's none of that. Nothing is her choice anymore, except to do what they.
Here
they
comes
have.
Kelly.
Yeah.
About that live Brownie did about you, Jessica. Oh, thank you, Mama.
Oh, okay.
Do y'all think
I know, Court, me too.
Gabs really believes that she's got an issue, or do you think she's just playing along?
I don't know.
Who knows with her?
Yeah.
I mean,
I think her an act, but I think if I know, and obviously I haven't. I mean, I haven't been too involved with her for a very long time. I know that a lot of stuff is an act. Like,
Oh, Quinta, I have no problem doing that. I've been doing it the whole time.
She called me just crying later. So if I know her like I think I did, then I think she is taking it seriously. And it's
Right.
the
Right.
whole
She's
Instagram
taking
thing,
it
yeah.
so seriously, Angela, that she was live on Instagram when Aaron and Cam were in the bed. What was that, the night of the 3rd? I can't remember. She's taking it so seriously that she's posting to Snapchat and posted a response to TikTok tonight. Yeah, she's really taking it seriously. You're right. She's a whole new woman, Ange.
I mean, that was disappointing and stuff.
Oh,
but,
I hope you feel better,
you know, I
Destiny.
don't know what's going to happen with that, but
but the Instagram thing was
Ange
the night
Benson.
after CPS was there, right?
no.
Oh, I thought it was.
Well, I'm not sure if it was that.
No, I
don't-
think it was.
Right, Court?
No, she went live at like 3 a.m. in the middle of the
Yeah.
night. It was. Yeah, I thought it was.
It may have been that the next day after they came that evening is what you're saying.
It was the 3rd, Angela. Why don't you keep up?
Yeah, she snuck on Instagram at like 3 a.m.
But I thought you didn't watch anymore, Brownie. Huh? That's weird. How are you so up to date on things if you don't watch?
But I don't think she's been back on. I don't know.
No,
for sure
not
about
since then.
I don't know, Willow.
Okay, well,
Oh, yeah,
thank you guys.
before.
Reel it in.
Yes, that's right. You're welcome. But
Oh, I don't know about investigating, but there are definitely some shady people. Because we were asking her if she had a good 4th. Oh, okay.
No, really.
Speak up, Brownie.
yeah, I have seen people saying she's been posting on Aaron's account. But you know what, you guys? Here's the thing. They're watching her now. They're watching her like a...
Well, they have been too.
And she takes that so seriously, she's still posting. Good Lord, these two are twits. They call Mama Gus Gus. Oh, absolutely Aquarius vibes. It is very shady.
I don't know if Sarah Miller wanted to come up. No, Sarah Miller wanted to come up and went to...
Oh, well, it looks like Brownie's Temu Wi-Fi has handled about as much of the live stream as it can take.
Jesus.
She is Aquarius.
Do
She
you
is.
really know how?
Oh, I can see now. Sorry.
So sorry, I don't.
She took a
really
nap
even know
because
how to
she
get
didn't
out
want to
of-
hear
don't
the
give me the
fireworks.
box. No, I don't think I've ever.
Oh, that's okay. It's
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
so
and
sorry.
speaking, Texie, I'm glad you brought up the fireworks. I would just like to say, and this is in no way, shape, or form to defend Gabby or entertain her PTSD bullshit. People that don't like fireworks are not unpatriotic. There, I said it. If you know, you know.
Oh my goodness, mine is like lagging.
They are, Quinta.
Yes, mine is like lagging.
Brownie, why are you acting surprised that your live is lagging? Bitch, I've yet to see you hold a live that didn't lag. What do you mean? Brandy, I saw mixed things about that. I saw some people in Cape Coral saying that the city said it would be, the fireworks show would be held rain or shine. Saw some people saying that there wouldn't have been any when Gabby said. That's why I was confused at first whether it was the night of the 3rd going into the 4th or the 4th going into the 5th when she went live on Instagram. On the 5th. Okay, thank you, Twin Mama. For the people and mostly those poor children, yeah.
Is there anybody else waiting to get in the box?
Oh, is there?
Gosh, my phone's like going haywire.
What's wrong?
Oh my goodness.
I don't know.
Mama, I didn't know that's what you were talking about. I've been out of it for the last 3 days. I just found out about all of that. It was either yesterday morning or this morning. I think it was early this morning on the San Antonio subreddit. I saw a time-lapse video of I don't know how to pronounce the river's name because I know LL in Spanish is often pronounced with a Y sound. It's Llano River. That was terrifying. Hey, Danielle, I'm okay. I'm a little under the weather. My area didn't have fireworks before. My neighbors and others have been going since the 2nd. Our neighbors, we grilled before we went downtown to watch the fireworks show. Our neighbors behind us, they had some really pretty ones. But to call someone unpatriotic, even, again, this has nothing to do with Gabby. It is closed-minded and ignorant to say that if you don't enjoy fireworks on the 4th, then you don't love America. What? Thank you, Danielle. I know, Bree. I saw that. I didn't know any of that was going on until, like I said, it was either yesterday or this morning. Right, Cajun?
I couldn't even
Since
see
I got
when
my
that
little
girl
dog.
joined, but she
Hubig is terrified of thunder and fireworks.
been in the box.
She hides under the bed or
and
in the
then
the bottom of the bathroom
My screen
closet.
went black, so I don't know what happened within like the past minute.
Well, I don't know if anybody else wants to get up in the box. Otherwise, I'm just gonna. thank
It's so
everybody
difficult for
coming in
Angela
here
to talk
and,
about. She wants
these
to make sure
comments and
no
stuff, they
one
show
wants to
that-
get in the
that
box
people
before they
are
end.
truly
Yeah.
working for Cam and his well-being. It shows, and I'm glad.
My dad served. Hold on. My dad served in Vietnam, and the fireworks gave him PTSD. Has nothing to do with being patriotic. Exactly, Wolf. I guess according to someone, Texie, if you don't like fireworks, you're not patriotic. My best friend cannot handle fireworks because he fought for us to be able to celebrate.
That's already been answered, Brittany shares.
I debated doing this and debated doing it, and then, but I feel good about it now.
Well, God knows I was
And,
worried, Angela. Glad you feel good.
But no, I just want to say thank you all for being kind, and
Yeah.
I'm sorry that there was some bad news there, but I think in the end it's all going to be good.
I know, Court. I couldn't believe that
Well, 'cause,
shit.
I mean, there's been a lot of speculation. You know, I guess some people have gone live, and I guess
I
if
don't really know for sure about that whole thing. I spoke to a couple people about that, and I don't even know. Yeah, that was kind of confusing, but
Right, Kelly?
but, yeah.
Quinta, I'm usually on around 8:30, anytime between 8 and 9 Central Time. I've been off the last few nights because I haven't been feeling good. But usually I'm on by 9 p.m. Central Time every night. A ridiculous statement from a ridiculous person. Imagine.
It was time to bring the real information, or bring information that I know, that I stand on. So, and that I know to be true.
Okay, Angela. Good Lord.
Ronald, but as of right now, he does not have an actual.
I think we do too, Kelly.
Autism diagnosis.
None of them are favorable. None of mine are favorable.
But at the moment,
Thought we weren't supposed to talk about her anymore. Then we made a video about her. It's weird.
with that, I don't. Is it that?
It's Brownie 651.
Brownie 651.
She has no court cases to pursue. It would be in her best interest to stop pestering the police departments and everything. And
Very weird
I
bitch
think
behavior.
you said this earlier, Angela, like the calls that CPS keeps getting, like it's finally being taken care of now.
Yeah. I would just assume the way that all this happened that
Not Dental Diva in the chat telling people don't forget to cancel your subscriptions, get your money back. Don't you support Gabby, you weirdo? Told us, the authoritarian told us not to push G off the edge. Okay, I guess if you're being patriotic and you're all America, you can, it don't matter if you're going to push her off the edge.
I know a lot of people thought nothing was happening, and you kind of like, if you were like me too, thinking
Angela,
that,
we get it, for God's
losing a
sake.
little bit of faith there or whatever, but I think that they were just putting everything together.
I will, Gail.
We get it, Angela. You don't want to look like a tea serving busybody. Got it. Good God. How many different ways you going to say it?
No,
Corn chips bad, poop
any
good. Exactly.
other questions? Can you edit out the exam info? What do you mean edit out what exam info? What it consisted of?
Mine don't either,
No.
Miss Jones.
Why would we? Why would I?
Now, I want Stacy Ann and who was the other one? Spicy
I don't
whoever.
understand what
Y'all
the
better
big
jump
deal
on
is
these two.
about
You better
that.
hop in their inboxes
Well,
and
I
tell
mean,
them
because
how fucked up
the
they
reason
are.
why that-
Tell them they've got leaked court documents they never claimed to have. Tell them they've got pictures of a safety plan they never said they had. Y'all better hop too. Because, I mean, they ended their live, 3 hours ago? Chop, chop, ladies.
Was even spoke upon is because the post that she made and was like basically blaming you all for his
Right,
screaming,
Texie?
okay, for him screaming and that he had to go through that. But you know what? It was her fault he had to go through that. And
Duh.
so that's why that information was shared. And that is something right now that really
Angela, I said a week ago it was her fault. Where have you been, lady? Wake up.
upsets me. So
Yeah,
if
get
you're
on
gonna
it,
pick and choose
weirdos.
about that, then
Yeah, my
then you
bookie.
wanna be
May
upset
this
about
call
that.
be
You know,
out
it's
loud.
not easy
Out.
to hear,
May
okay?
this call
It's
out be
uncomfortable. It's
loud. Good
uncomfortable for
Lord.
a lot of people, myself. I've been through my own stuff as a child. So, okay, so yes, it's uncomfortable, but it happened, and it happened because of her.
I'm gonna be dead. Excuse me?
I mean, you guys could go.
Well, I mean,
either
one
way,
day,
Google
yeah,
it
we
and see
all
what it
will be.
consists of.
Right.
But
The
I mean,
hell?
I didn't even tell you everything.
Get in their DMs and school them, little Miss Know-It-all. Exactly,
I'm not
Wolf.
gonna argue with people. I probably think it's time to get off here.
Yeah, because I'm gonna start getting here real quick.
All right. Well, thank you, Angela, for spending the last 10 minutes of that live trying to convince everybody that you didn't do this live just to serve some tea, lady. Won't you just call it what it is? We wanted attention, so that's why we went live to tell all this. Exactly, Mama.
No, shoot, we
Okay,
should-
here is the live from the from the beginning, from Kai's beginning. Yes, saying a whole lot of nothing, exactly.
To blame on everything, the haters and all that stuff, and that she's unsafe and her kid's unsafe. And, you know, they basically put it out to her that then you're failing to keep him safe, which is what everybody's been telling her. But so basically she wasn't able to snowball them. She was talked to by a bunch of different people there. There was a bunch of, all of those different people did their...
Exactly, Aquarius. And when I passed along some information a week ago that I was given on Instagram, I was a horrible person.
Evaluation of Cam and all that stuff. So not all of it was bad, but that part.
What I didn't
bad.
see Wendy's live. What was that about?
When those allegations are made. So then,
exactly, Miss Jones. Because
so
neither one of these women have any decorum.
But the next day,
I guess so,
Amy
Amy.
Showed up to her house.
The delusion did seem mighty real.
A detective, a police officer, the same people, all the different people from.
Because right, Shirley.
UCS, whatever it is, just know that that's what I'm talking about.
I didn't hear that either. Court weird.
Basically, all of them have come up with a safety plan that she did.
I agree.
She
like,
did agree.
We didn't need to know about any rectal exam, ladies. The fuck? That little boy is gonna see this one day. Do you know that? If I'd have been given that kind of information in what I was sent on Instagram, I wouldn't have repeated that part. You can leave it at examined for signs of sexual assault. People can fill in the fucking blanks. I mean, damn. Did we really have to point that out? They are very gross.
To do. So this was not forced upon her, okay? But she did agree to do these things, which would be to keep him offline. He is going to get occupational therapy, speech therapy.
Angela, I'm going, you know what? You need the pen this time. Damn. Hey, Angela, it's not that Gabby did the right thing and agreed. She didn't really have any options. Because if she had said no, it would have played out exactly the way it played out back in the fall when CPS and a cop came and picked Cam up at school. That's what happens when Gabby doesn't comply. That's what happens when you don't comply with CPS. She could have absolutely said no, but she knew exactly what would come next. It would have been a flurry of fucking court orders that would have looked like Harry Potter when all the post owls showed up.
He's going to she's been completely busted out about the autism diagnosis.
Yeah, he does not.
But let me be frank, there is not a diagnosis at this time, but he is going to be sent for all that testing.
Yeah.
And that testing will show the same
behavioral
thing.
Speech. He's going to get there's a lot of resources. She's going to get parenting classes. She's also has to do intense therapy.
Exactly,
for herself.
Right, Niecy?
She's going to get she does going to get a lot of resources offered to her. She has agreed to these things.
Smiley, that's a good point.
So it's a safety plan, but if nothing has went in front of a judge, she does have to keep her end up on all these things. She was also
I think so too, Amy, sorry.
That she sent out of Cam that she could be arrested for and that she could face up to 3 years in prison for. So all that time that she's been blaming everyone else and all of that, it actually came back on her. So she can't blame everybody for that.
So is the book signing canceled?
They're
Send you to the new island in Florida and give C11 amen.
And they're not buying her bullshit, I guess. So I don't know some things. I'm just gonna speak in general without giving to Aaron was also
I know Aquarius.
I believe that he's a part of this too. I don't have all that much information.
Did Danny not tell y'all that part?
I do know that
absolutely not, Shirley.
They were disgusted with the comment that he made in front of minors about the applesauce comment.
That's right, Mama.
They also Yes, the police came and the DCFS worker to count her pills, which they will be doing either daily or a couple times a week. Yeah, there's going to be people in and out of her house quite no, he was not taken away. Right now, as long as she does everything that, I mean, she volunteered
know,
to do
Des.
so. Nothing has been forced on her in the sense of a judge.
Not too long ago, they were talking about how she eats applesauce on everything, and Aaron said something. I know one thing you don't eat applesauce with. What was it he said, y'all? Really, Shirley? If she can find a way to hide, if she thinks she has figured out a way to hide on TikTok and go live, she'll do it. Yeah, he said that's one thing that the one thing she won't eat applesauce on was his alleged manhood. Now, whether or not he meant the extender, we don't know.
Judge is pretty much the only one that can order like her to be.
I thought Dick was best,
but
yeah, we have decorum over
he
here.
cannot be online. He can't be on TikTok.
Yes, he's still in the house though.
Yeah, he's home. He's going to be getting he is going to be receiving all of the therapies. They're getting all of that started. Yeah, I'm not sure if the pill counts are. I can't remember exactly if they're daily or weekly. I actually feel like they're daily, if I remember correctly, but
Daddy of One, isn't that what?
Yeah, they're not.
Gabby changed the name of it to Mom of One.
She had medication that she's not taking, but filling scripts of. Also, was not taking her mental health medication the way that
I know,
should,
Gemini.
So she is going to have to get that taken care of. She's going to get
Wait, what? Whose line was
She's going to
disgusting?
get therapy for herself, which is going to be good.
Did you hear about naked? Wait,
no. That's part
I
of the
did.
agreement.
Hold up. We did find out about Mods. Was that yesterday or today? We found out about Naked Butterfly. We didn't know who it was, and his voice will be heard. Yesterday. And Lori Jones was shit talking her? That's disgusting.
She volunteered to stay offline. And then I saw that she went on Instagram and was just blaming everyone else, and I figured that she's never going to tell the truth about this.
Never.
She's never going to tell the truth, and I wish she would just.
Oh, really,
honest,
Shirley?
I know that but it's not even really about her. Okay, the thing is that I know there's a lot of people that are truly worried about Cam. A lot of people have worked really hard to. I don't know what you guys want to know about the SSI. There was no fraud with the SSI. He gets Social Security for his delays. So he does not get Social Security for autism.
She was so gracious and kind.
And
beautiful.
A lot of people
That's
keep
so
asking
sad, Mama.
How do we know this?
Right. And I expected that, but I'm not.
If you don't believe what we're saying, then that's perfectly fine.
It's fine. You don't have to. It's fine if no one wants to. I know that there's just been so many questions.
Well, thank you for your blessing, Angela.
Speculation and stuff, and I mean, I can't throw anyone under the bus. So,
Red Jen, our guest from the get was Danny, and apparently Twin Mama sent me a screenshot that she took from Gabby's Snapchat. Hold on, were you in here when I showed the screenshot, Jen? Bullied and mocked her. Oh my God, that's awful. Yeah, I fully believe that it all came from Danny. This is the screenshot. Hold on, let me. This was from Gabby's Snapchat. she posted it and then deleted it, and someone caught a screenshot of it before she deleted it. You're welcome.
I'm not going to be saying where I got the information, but I did see proof that is true. I've never come on this app and lied to anyone. Everything I've ever
That we know of.
said and gotten on here dealing with this situation or anything has always been true. So it's just up to you guys.
You're
Don't
great
have to
spelling.
believe me, I understand.
You're welcome.
And I understand that, you know, a lot of people say things and it's hard to believe, but I mean, it's really up to you guys to believe it. Just know that that boy is okay.
Yeah.
And
No,
that
he's
he
not.
is-
He's still in
he
that
is.
house.
He's going to get all of the therapies that all of you people were
She is
all of the
absolutely
people
through.
that actually care about him that we're fighting for. And
I know,
to
Danielle.
not,
I can't imagine treating my sibling like that.
to not
We're
think
just
that
here to discuss the CPS visit. We don't know anything about the SSI. We don't know anything about all of that.
yeah, I don't know. I was a little
Right,
frustrated
Miss
when
Jones?
she got on. Yes, and the reason why she's going so hard about Anthony is because he was the one that got the FBI involved. He brought it to their attention anyway.
Okay, the
that's
Anthony
who
that
does
they're talking about,
investigate.
my bad. Because I guess this was when somebody asked me about Anthony earlier. I thought they were talking about Gabby's Anthony. The Anthony she's talking about is Weldon Salesman. And Angela are still friends. Well, my opinion, I think it came from Danny, and I think that Angela and or Brownie, it was probably a damn group FaceTime call, like the day Biggin had her surgery. And they just, I'm pretty sure Danny did not relay it in a remotely intelligent or accurate manner, and they just filled in the blanks and replaced wrong words with right words, and hey, Mama, too.
Those types of things. So it is happening.
We don't have
It's
to.
happening. So I mean, you cannot believe it.
Yeah, that's true, Court.
And that's fine. But just, I mean, the biggest
Tuner
message
Hut, have
here
you
is-
seen the picture from Gabby's Snapchat? Were you in here a minute ago? It was sent to me. I do not follow, I don't follow Gabby. I only have one Snapchat account, and that is my personal Snapchat that I've had for eons. So, and I'm not about to follow Gabby on that. That is such a beautiful offense. Okay, I'm gonna play this. I gotta tell my daughter good night. So
that
give me
child
just
did
a
all
minute,
of the
y'all.
things that a lot of people have worked for, and the real reports, the real things that got done, they're not ignoring it. I suppose that it was just taking some time, or just certain things that came about that, I mean, I think it was a while ago when Anthony, and I'm not going to say anything about that guy because I have my own, I'm not going to say too much about him, but he did nothing that's just black and white, that he had got on live, or I mean, he had made a video and said that he was going to do it. So, and he did. And
The
there was
information did not come from Danny. I'm sorry. I keep
No,
seeing so many people say that it did
No,
not.
it wouldn't have come from
her.
nobody
Gabby
else,
doesn't
Brownie.
even trust Danny enough to tell her anything.
No, no, she doesn't. Yeah.
From her. I definitely, it didn't come from her. But this is so there was two parts to this. There was obviously the appointment at the clinic, and there was a lot more people there, I suppose. I don't know if she really knew what it was about, or if she was just pretending like she didn't and kind of doing that delusional thing. But so those things happened that morning at the clinic, and then more so the next day they stayed in the house for quite a few hours. The behavioral specialist observed
Exactly,
Cam
Aquarius. Why
and
lie
stuff,
about
so
it?
no professional is leaking any of the and if somebody else has information and they haven't talked to Gabby or anyone close to Gabby, anyone that Gabby
The
has
Three
shared this
Stooges.
information with, then that might be true. But as far as I know, nothing has come from any professional.
I don't know why there was a spare bedroom. I don't know why they're doing that. I found it kind of odd too, but I don't know.
Yeah, yes, they're obviously going to be watching. This is open. It's open. It's not a closed. There is. I don't know if
Exactly,
anyone
Wolf.
understands like when a safety plan is put in place. What that means exactly. Like
Quick
she's
recap,
not-
because I'm telling my daughter good night real quick. These two are basically the information that I shared from Instagram last week. They're basically telling that they had to have heard it from Danny. There's a safety plan. She can't have Camel live, or I don't remember exactly what they said about the TikTok, but it wasn't up to Gabby. She didn't just willingly get off of TikTok. Maybe
Which she was
maybe
volunteering
the
to do
ones
all
in the
these things,
chat
which is
can
good,
help
okay?
better than me,
Yeah,
because I'm so
but
tired I've
what
forgotten
that
everything I
means, though,
heard.
They put all that together, and therefore she has to do those things, so this stuff doesn't go any further.
Well, Lainey, if she doesn't follow through with it, then they will go before a judge, and it will be ordered that she has to. It'd be in her best interest to follow through.
This is all good things, though, like the therapy for her, all of the resources and stuff that are, all of the things that Cam's going to get help. Well, really, we can't want all these things for Cam and for her not to get help too, because
she needs help.
Yeah, and I think in the end it will.
Oh, I'm sure she is, Mama.
Because I myself, like probably many of you,
Since they
have
can't
lost a little bit of faith
be in a
that
respectful
system too,
relationship,
right?
maybe
I'm
so.
just thinking that nothing was happening and things were just getting worse and worse, But now, you can look at it either way. You can look at it like she's being forced if you want. There was nothing forced on her. They cannot force. They cannot force certain things on her without a judge. Just basic rights that we all have, and. She's voluntarily doing a lot of these things, so she has to follow through with them. I obviously don't want to remove that child, that. And which I think, if she does everything that she's supposed to, and I think it'll just be good for all of them. I would say this. I would say to be careful if there's any people out there doing some stupid things, like calling and making fake reports and stuff like that. Is really not the time, everything is, there's been reputable people that got the attention of the right people, and I don't know, they're doing their job. In fact, they're doing more. There's agencies that came together to
the FBI.
It is very
involved,
wild.
Mr. Jackbox, because of that photo.
Yeah, because of the photo. So, and the man that reported that, he
the photo that she sent her older mods of the rash.
You mean former mods, Brownie?
The stuff with like CPS or what, just because like someone will say DCFS or CPS, like that doesn't mean that what we're saying is not true just because
I forget what they're called, and
exactly, yeah,
they have different.
Here it's called a CPS, so just because it's not.
No, don't worry about it. It's okay. But basically, this update is just so that people will get the truth. Whether, the people that truly care about Cam will be happy.
We got to practice our not so breaking
and
news
wondering or
lives.
speculation and all that stuff.
And we need a master class on what exposés should be like.
She believed what she told. I'm going to say this about her, and I'm not going to say anything else. But she believed herself. She believed so much that none of this was her fault, and it really did come back around to all of the things that people have tried to tell her. She's had good friends that have tried to tell her and talk to her and tell her where she's been
she
wrong.
won't, Southern Belle.
You don't believe that, but there really has been some good people, and they
narcissists have to find fault in themselves in order to change, and that just ain't gonna happen.
So she really has had a lot of people try to help her and try to get this not to happen, but I guess it's not totally bad that it did happen because he's
I don't-
getting the attention he deserves. And
I don't know that she can get in trouble for lying about the
Hey, y'all, I
autism.
found out the live. Welcome back, Mama.
It is possible that he is autistic. I'm not. A
Oh, my
doctor.
God,
It is
Angela.
Just
possible.
as of now, does not have a diagnosis.
Right, but he is going to have an updated evaluation.
Yeah.
That's part of it.
So, I mean,
She didn't. Only she received benefits.
Exactly,
Which
Wolf.
SSI is not going to. just
Absolutely,
take your word
Miss
for it.
Jones.
I mean, there is documentation of his speech delay and some of his developmental delays. Also, they did address him being outside by himself, and they also showed her how many registered offenders.
See now that all these people are involved, she believes Gabby will do it.
Um,
Isn't it
but
hilarious, Tuner Hut?
Offenders lived in her.
Oh, she absolutely will, Tuner Hut. She very much does, Aquarius. I don't know why
I just
she
know.
bothers to go live with Brownie. I mean, does she not have enough followers to go on her own? I don't get it. Because every time these two go live together, this one sits here with her thumb up her butt, and this one does all the talking. Like, why are we doing this together, girls? I mean, damn. Angela talks like she's somewhat educated, and Brownie sits over here like the dumb stepsister. Like, it's weird. I mean, I don't get it. I don't get it.
Stuff. I don't know. Who knows? Aaron lives there or not. I mean, back when I was her mod and her.
You know,
friend,
you
she was
might
on
be
the
right,
lease.
Aquarius.
So, I mean,
I don't know how she can deny it. They can easily watch her lives and see, you know.
they have been watching her live.
They really
as
do,
well.
Mama.
Yeah.
They trying to be Captain
They
Save-A-Ho.
The spare bed thing, I don't know. I think she's going to try to play that off, spin that somehow, but there's just no way.
It is very weird.
Going to fly.
Honestly, I don't know why everybody says that.
I don't know.
Also, basically Cape Coral, and I think it was Cape Coral, and then I guess it's Lee County, where the different police agencies that were there, departments over there, but they are.
Well,
sick
that
of
would
it.
make
They're sick of the
sense,
calls, they're
Angela,
sick of
since
Kern
Cape
County,
Coral
they
is
do
in
what
Lee
she's doing.
County.
That not everything can be blamed, and that, you know, that her home, as long as she is on live streaming with her child, it is not safe because of the things that, you know, she's telling them is happening to her.
I agree, Southern Belle.
It makes an unsafe environment for her child, and she was failing to provide that. But I hope that this is an eye-opener for her, and that she
Have
will
you
get
met
the help
Gabby?
and gives it a chance. And
Look, I can't with this touchy-feely, maybe Gabby will change bullshit. Angela, she has not fully left the app since she disappeared. Right? I don't know why we're giving the benefit of the doubt to Gabby. Just because law enforcement and CPS is involved. CPS has been involved. Damn. The bitch brags all the time about her 80, 90 cases and Cam's still in my care. I don't know why you think anything's going to be any different this time. Here's my prediction. Based on Gabby's recent behavior and what we are to believe are the recent goings on down in Cape Coral, Gabby's trying to find a way to circumvent what she agreed to, and she will, or she'll find a way that she thinks is a way she won't get caught. Apparently, I can't fucking talk. Maybe it's from listening to these two drone on for 2 hours. I don't know. She will find a way, because she thinks she's slick. She thinks she's smarter than everybody. She will try to find a way to circumvent this whole fucking thing. Pill counts, not going live, taking camp. The bitch couldn't get that kid to school 5 days a week the entire school year. And unless these people, these resources are going to come into the home, that's not going to be done with any kind of consistency either. And Gabby will have what she thinks are very, very genius excuses for why Cam is missing this appointment and that appointment. My prediction is Gabby is not going to follow through with any of this the way that she is supposed to, and that kid is going to be gone. And I'm sorry, Angela, I don't know why you keep saying he's safe. Cam is not safe. Cam is still in that house with those two pieces of shit. Cam is still a part of a family that don't give a fuck about him. How is that safe? Do I want a child ripped from the only home they've ever known? Absolutely not. Because that is very difficult on children. But a lifetime in the care of those two nitwits, that's worse. That is much worse. Because that is trauma that is going to go on and on and on his entire childhood up until he's old enough to move out on his own. And it's going to get worse. The trauma of being removed from his home is something that, God willing, will happen once, and he can get the help he needs to work through that. That child is not safe as long as that woman and that so-called man are taking, quote, care of him. As long as those two are responsible for providing his care, he's not safe. You don't have to like that I said it. Don't care, that's my opinion. And all of you bitches can spew your fucking speculation and opinions all over TikTok, and it's fine. So can I. You don't have to agree with it. You don't even have to like that I'm allowed to go live and say it. Be like Gabby if you want to. I don't give a fuck. I don't think Gabby is going to... I think first what's going to happen, she's trying to find all these loopholes. She'll miss an appointment here, an appointment there, and Aaron will get mad because he'll get concerned about Cam being taken. She'll feed him some bullshit that he'll buy because he always does, right? And then eventually, either he's going to get taken or Aaron's going to take over everything, and I don't see that fucking happening. I just don't see Cam not being taken. If I'm wrong, fine, because my whole life, whether I'm wrong or not, has no bearing on my life. I don't give a damn. That's my opinion. From what I've heard, Lori Jones didn't think they'd take her kids either, and look how that played out. I think by the end of the summer he'll be gone. I think by the end of the summer. No, she's never gonna change. Good night, Kelly. Have a good night. I just don't... He's not safe as long as those two are the ones responsible for him. And I think that the authorities and CPS know that or suspect that, but they have procedure they have to follow, right? I don't know a lot about CPS. I've heard about Ashley Starr, but I don't know her either. Didn't think she'd lose her kids either. And Angela, was she? That's interesting, Tuner. No, she won't, Alex. She absolutely won't. What'd that say? I don't know, Texie. From what it's my understanding, nothing's really going anywhere with that. It'll take way more for her to change than this. Exactly. It'll be an act for a short period of time, then right back to it. Exactly. Nothing is going to wake her up because she doesn't think she does anything wrong. So, I don't know why Angela thinks that all of a sudden, since there's CPS and authorities deeply involved, oh, now Gabby's going to be Mom of the Year. The hell? I did not know that. I've heard the name Ashley Starr. I never watched her, but I've heard people talk about her kids being taken. I did not know that. See, wait a minute. Maybe I did hear when she was still Gabby's mod. Maybe I did hear that. I don't know.
You can't just understand that you can't lie about everything, and not everything is the way that you think it is. And maybe they can.
Right,
you know,
Tess, me
one thing that I pray
too.
for is maybe they'll evaluate that medication, and maybe they'll put her on something else. You know.
Yeah.
Exactly, Wolf.
Because I feel like that's been a huge part of the problem for a long time.
Wait a minute,
And,
Aquarius. I think you're right. Hold up. I remember, I can't remember if I think it was when she was still Gabby's mod. You remember last year, the night before Mother's Day, Danny started all that shit with Angela, and it was going to be her first Mother's Day without her son. feel like around that time, she mentioned being a mod for that person. Because she would brag about being a mod for a big creator. And I think she named them at one point. Came up in the hotel too? Okay. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
I was disappointed with the Instagram live, with the way that, just blaming everybody else. But the two people.
You couldn't be disappointed in it, Angela, unless you didn't see it coming. And why would you not see that coming? Why would you think for a minute that Gabby did a complete about face and suddenly accepted responsibility for everything? The hell? I was not the least bit surprised by Gabby's behavior in that live. Therefore, I wasn't disappointed. You see how that works? I mean, Jesus.
That she mentioned in that live.
Oh, they do, Ainsley.
Why she had such resentment, and so.
Right, Mama?
Yeah, there's a safety plan. Yeah, giving tours of her house. Yeah, they mentioned that too. Yeah, they were there for 3 hours. And he did act out quite a bit. He was
petting the dogs and
hitting the dogs, screaming. He was just really kind of everything that you all see. Of course, there was a lot of people in the house, so I'm assuming. And then plus, he was probably, honestly, he was traumatized.
Right, ordinary pocket.
Well, because they went to that evaluation.
Oh, absolutely. Alex, it's just like I've been saying. If and when he's taken, I think she wants him to be taken. Hey, Annette, how are you? I think she wants him to be taken because that is a way for her to get out of being a mom. And anybody with 2 eyes and a brain, and even half of a brain, can see that woman despises being a mother. Absolutely hates it. That kid is nothing but a tool to her. She can use him to get what she wants out of people on TikTok, and that's all she's ever done. I think, like I said the other week, if he gets taken, then she don't have to be a mom anymore. And she, in her mind, you got to think like Gabby. In her mind, she can spin it and make it seem like it wasn't her fault she lost custody of her kid. She needs him too much. He feels her narrative. Exactly. She told C that I remember that, Tess. Because she looked right at him. I don't want one. Yep. Thank you, Court.
At their house, right?
Yeah.
Like, what was it, like 6 people? Yeah.
Yeah. So, he did.
Right.
He was
Ordinary pocket.
Never,
but if it's affecting her medication, she will gladly let someone take him. Yep.
Because
she don't care about that kid. And I don't care if you're listening, Gabby.
I don't know. I don't like.
Because here's the thing, Gabby. You might can fool those half-wits in your chat that support you for whatever ungodly reason, but the rest of us mothers on TikTok that have watched you, have been watching you for any length of time, because honey, since you like to use that word so much when you're talking down to somebody, because honey, all it takes to see what kind of mother you are and are not is one live. One fucking live. No one has to have watched you for years or even months. Hell, people don't even have to have watched you for a whole fucking week. It's obvious that you despise being a mother. You might can fool Mimi, you might can fool Aaron, but those of us who do our jobs as mothers, who love our kids, who put them first, and we do all the things and feel all the things that mothers are supposed to, we see right through you. You are not fooling anybody over here. Not a single soul. You despise that kid. That kid took away your freedom to do whatever the fuck you want. You still, for the most part, do whatever the fuck you want, but you resent him interfering with it. Because if you didn't have a kid, I am convinced you would be live 24/7. It does, Tanya. She thinks his check is her paycheck. She calls it that all the time. I get paid on the 1st. I get my check on the 1st. That ain't your money, bitch. And it is disgusting that child never sees one fucking thing from that money he gets. Not one. He's perfect and deserves love and affection. Exactly. She'd be drunk, high, and live all the fucking time.
Say about that. I have my own issues about when I was a child and stuff, but I do know that.
I'll be right back. Damn,
I just wanna
fluid
say
pill
one thing, 'cause
picked
I'm
a
sure
hell of a
Gabby
time to
and
kick
Aaron are
in.
here. I really hope for that little boy that you follow through with this plan and do everything that you're supposed to.
No, he don't
because
get
what
his
that
own
little boy went
anything.
through
Food,
during that
drink, nothing.
evaluation
She
because
has
of
to
your
take
guys'
some of it.
behavior is sick.
Be right
It
back,
is
y'all.
sick, and I don't know how either of you can live with yourselves.
Oh, shut the fuck up, Brown. Hey.
That's all I'm gonna say. I'll get banned.
Well, and there's this too. Regardless if, you know, I do. I hope that she comes around. I hope she takes the help that's given to her and she takes it seriously. But regardless if she doesn't, that's fine. The Cam, he's going to get the help. He's going to get all the services that everybody has talked about for so long and suggested to her. And I mean, I mean, I know that you guys like to think what you do about her mods and stuff, but she really does have some good people that have really tried. They've like literally given her lists of things and places and things to do and stuff. And I don't know why she chose not to do it.
That exam, it also consisted of a rectal exam and an STD exam. And if you guys, you know, I'm sure you all know what that means. So because of Gabby and Aaron's actions, that's what that little boy had to go through.
Yeah, unfortunately. I don't know if you want to see if anybody has any questions, because I'm always so nervous on live. And
We just keep getting the questions, where did this information come from? And we've said we're not going to say who it came from. We're not going to show the proof.
Right.
And if you don't believe us, then that's fine.
Yeah,
that's
that
fine.
person, if they want to come forward and stuff, that's totally on them. And I'm not like, I'm not going to sit up here and be like, it's true, and beg anyone to believe me. I hate that I'm even saying this stuff, but I'm just like, I know there's so many people out there that truly do care, and I know that, and I know there's a lot of people out there that just hate Gabby too. You know, there's a difference between you two.
I mean, there's people that admit that they don't actually care about Cam, so.
And you're probably never going to get the truth from that end. You know what I mean? So. I don't know if anybody wants a box or if they want to talk about anything, or definitely request and come up. But.
So I'm sure, you know, Gabby
I'm back.
are watching, and I really do hope that we will let people in the boxes, but if you're going to be nasty and you can just
Your new mommy.
don't even.
This isn't like, just no fighting. I mean, everybody, even if you
You
don't-
need
if
to
there's
tell
people
that
that
to
don't
your
like each other,
partner
people that don't like
there,
me or that don't
co-mommy.
like Bonnie, it doesn't matter.
I don't even go live anymore because I don't want to argue with
You
most
you
of
don't
you
go
people.
live anymore, Brownie, because no one gives a fuck about anything you have to say. That's why you are very calculated. You go live, you know, oh, I'm going to expose Swifty. Oh, I'm going to talk about court because find out, just played the court proceedings and I'm going to piggyback off of that. Girl, sit down. Yeah, Brownie's one of the ones that Gabby took to court. I know, Aquarius. It's insane. And this is 21 minutes into this, and the rest of it is literally Angela repeating herself. Because you're babysitting Gus. I agree, Rose. I agree. Nothing's going to change. Absolutely. Gabby's going to put on a show. She's probably putting on a real good show right now. She'll put on a good show for maybe another week or so. Maybe 3 weeks at best. And then she's going to start slipping. Once all these resources start rolling in and she's got to have Cam here, there, and yonder, no, she won't keep that up. She wouldn't even take him to school 5 days a week. She is very nasty, Mama. Very. And when I left TikTok for a while last year, and when I came back, she was worse. Like, she used to be snarky. Like a year ago, she was snarky. Yeah, she would talk some hateful shit on the twins, like stuff that not everybody would say. Like, I mean, I would have never said it, but she was mean to them, right? Then I left TikTok like late August, early September, when I come back and started keeping up with the twins and all that shit again around October-ish, I think. She was nasty, like mean, hateful to everybody. It was given bitter and miserable for some reason. And then she talked. I was watching her live one day, and she said she was trying to clap back at somebody, saying, well, my fiance said I don't have to work anymore. And then a light bulb went off over my head. Aha! The reason she is given bitter and miserable and angry, maybe she lost her job. And then somebody told me, I don't know if this is true, this is alleged. Someone told me that this was when she was friends with Waffles. And somebody told me that Waffles had let it slip in the box one day that she lost her job. Again, I don't know if that's true. I did not see it. I was told that. I don't know. It just, the fact that she was always trying to convince people that her and her man are so well off that she doesn't have to work, that he told her, no, honey, go quit your job. And then her whole attitude seemed to change. I'm not buying it. I'm just not buying it. Very angry, Niecy, very angry. And I'll tell you another thing that was very suspicious to me, that whole Christmas shit that she did. Tell me why the one way to trigger that bitch to this day is to bring that shit up. Anybody, just say Christmas fundraiser or whatever the hell she called it. Put the words donation and Christmas together and she will pop the fuck off. She will crash out. That's so sad. Blessed Captain. I agree, Aquarius. She's always been nasty. It just kind of, I don't know how to explain it. Like, she was always mean and nasty, but it just got worse. Right, Wolf? Yeah, why is that, Brownie? Do you not like people making fun of your looks the way you do other people? Weird. But you got me last year, bitch, because my mental health was in the toilet. There ain't one insult you could hurl at me today that would faze me in the slightest. But clearly you're not the badass that you claim to be, because otherwise you would show your face on live, and you never do. Is it because you got your little feelings hurt when people would say things like your eyebrows look like caterpillars? It's almost like people don't like being made fun of. Good night, Grandma. I don't know if you can hear me. Have a good night. No, she don't, Aquarius. She don't like people talking about her appearance, yet she thought it was really fucking hilarious to take a screenshot from my live and put it on her green screen and make fun of my teeth that were damaged by Suboxone. She also takes Suboxone. She also claims that they damaged her teeth. Do you know what that makes you, Brownie? A hypocrite, a piece of shit, a bitch. And before all of you people that hate me can say, well, Jessica body shames the twins, you damn right I do. Name me someone other than Danny, Gabby, and Kaylee that I have body shamed. Name one. I'll wait. I will wait. And I wasn't making fun of Brownie's eyebrows when I said that a minute ago either. That's just one comment that I've seen her get triggered by. Wait, who's my real grandma? Huh? Oh shit, I didn't even, the chat keeps not, it, usually it scrolls on its own or whatever you call it. It hasn't been doing that. And I didn't realize I wasn't caught up for the hate. Thank you, Mama. I call her Biggin, which ironically that nickname did not originate having anything to do with one's size or appearance. That was something I started calling my oldest son years ago because he was the big brother. He was the oldest son. Oh, Grandma, no, one of my mods, my bad. Exactly, Andrea. Hell, I'm not morbidly obese, for crying out loud. I'm a thick girl. Do you think it bothers me for you to say that? I mean, the hell? I'm 46 years old. I diet for my health now, not vanity reasons. Why don't I wait for the rest of y'all to grow up? How about that? Because Aquarius, we were talking about it in here one night, like a month ago maybe. And all the people that are in my chat from the South, they've all heard that. But yeah, do I use it as a way to take a dig at Danny? Abso-fucking-lutely. I don't give common courtesy and basic human respect to pieces of shit. Why should I? If you want common courtesy from me, don't be a piece of shit. I give common courtesy and respect to everyone in my chat every single night. I'm not giving it to a piece of shit mother and her piece of shit sister, or to Gabby's former piece of shit mod who manhandled her kid. Hey, Ashley. So, I don't care what you think of that. It doesn't make me a hypocrite, because here's why it doesn't make me a hypocrite. I don't give a fuck what anybody says about my appearance. Don't care. Did the comments about my teeth back last year hurt? Yeah, because my mental health was horrible. And so I was sensitive to anything and everything, and the least little slam on me hurt my feelings. There's no shame in admitting that. But now, good luck insulting me now. I don't give two shits. So the only way I would be a hypocrite for making comments about the twins' appearances is if I were bothered by comments made about mine. I mean, the older you get, the older you get and the better your mental health gets, you just don't seem to care about things that used to matter. Like, I used to diet because I wanted to be thin. Now I just want to feel good. Not about how I look. I already feel good about how I look. Some of y'all might say I'm cocky. I don't give a shit. I spend too much money on my hair and take care of myself far too well to care what you think about me. We thick and proud. Exactly. I just don't care. And it tickles me when people say, look at Swifty trying to act so unbothered. She's clearly bothered. I am. That's right, Texie, and that's all that matters to me. I got a little teary because I'm missing them really bad. Got right, Amy? You ain't gonna see no nasty shit under these nails. It's not an act. Sometimes, and you people that hate me, buckle up, bitches. Sometimes when people act unbothered, it's because they're unbothered. Oh, they are, Mama. So fucking bothered. Exactly, Niecy. If I want to eat dessert, I will. If I want to DoorDash my supper a few nights a week, why do you care? You mad because you can't do it? Damn. That's the one. My teeth, me eating on live, and me having food delivered. When I tell y'all those have been the 3 main insults hurled at me since last year, Y'all ain't come up with no new material? Wait, I think I heard part of it today. I was scrolling the For You page, Alicia, and I saw her video. I had to look down at the description and the name. I didn't know that was her at first. That's right, Texie, they do. I think they hate on y'all because y'all are unbothered, and because y'all like me, and apparently that warrants hatred. And they hate me because they can't get at me. Right, Amy? They have to wait till their birthday to go out of town. I think that's what it was, Alicia. I think they're mad because I don't have to work, and so they say things like, why don't you get a job? Because I don't have to. You mad? Damn. Why don't you get a hobby? I got some. Next. I mean, what are we, 15? My 15-year-old acts better than that. I'm sorry that you don't have the money and you have to work. And I mean that for those of you in my chat. I genuinely mean that for all you hating bitches. I'm so sorry that you have to ride the struggle bus and work. I don't. Be mad. See if I care. They see what's possible, but impossible for them. Thank you, Crystal. We are bad, baby, and they are Alabama Barker. I can laugh at it now. Last year, I'd be crying once I got off live when somebody would come in the chat and say some out-of-pocket shit to me. It took everything in me not to show that I was bothered by it. And I did go too far. I didn't see it then, but I see it now. I did too much trying to convince people it didn't faze me. Angela, we can just agree to disagree. I disagree with a lot of things you've said. I'm allowed to do that. And I have a certain way that I talk, and everybody in here knows that. Okay. I mean, I don't know what you want me to say. I also, Angela, I don't talk about 99% of the people that drag me all over Reddit and TikTok every day. But that don't stop them from talking about me. Yes, Miss Jones. And Angela, I'm also not the only person that talks about you, so I'm really curious as to why you feel the need. Are you in people's inboxes every time they say something about you? I don't see you doing anything. Do you say shit to Danny for the foul shit she says about me? I doubt that. And also, I'm not gonna lie, Angela, the association with Brownie don't do you any favors. Asking me what? I don't know, Christina. What about you? I'm not being a smart ass. I don't know what you're asking. My problem with you, first of all, I don't buy for a second that you co-sign Danny's behavior. There's a big problem right there. I'm not saying you're responsible for it, but supporting her means that you support the shit she does. And it doesn't bode well for you that you also supported her sister. What, did you think I wouldn't have an answer? Here we go, what? You chose to be a mommy to Danny. Didn't nobody make you do that? Just like she chose to blow up her whole platform by being Danny's best friend. Remember when I did what? But what I did what? You're going to have to... How I forget what? Maybe if you would use sentences and not fragments, maybe I would know what you're trying to express. No, I've never played mommy to either damn one of them, and I've never supported them either. So Danny has entertained very vile comments. It's hard. Yeah, Angela, I would really like to know what you think. I never supported Danny. Do a couple of dollars worth of TikTok gifts and thinking it's possible somebody was going to change, does that mean you support them? Okay. No, it's not a damn lie. When, Angela? Thank you, Scruples. Exactly, Miss Jones. I've never supported either damn one of them. But thanks. Now I know where Danny gets that lie that she keeps peddling all over fucking TikTok. Thank you for that. I would like to know, Angela, what you think about Danny allowing her chat to go hog wild calling my husband a fucking pedophile. Bet you didn't say nothing to her about that, did you? See, it doesn't matter what you say, Angela. It's always going to come back to the fact that you co-sign everything that foul bitch does. So how dare you come in my live up on your fucking high horse because I have a problem with you? I don't know how you thought this conversation was going to go, ma'am. Clearly not your way. Am I supposed to like you despite all the things you support just because you ain't never talked about me? What do you want, a cookie? Speaking on any sexual assault exam is vile, and to do it as an exactly, Scruples. Hey, I'm a coward, bitch. I'm sitting here talking to you, am I not? Also, do you realize that that little boy's going to grow up one day and he's going, God forbid, see the shit that you and Brownie said tonight? Talking about rectal exams and sexual assault and all that shit? Thank you, Court. I'm a coward. Again, am I not addressing you, ma'am? If I were a coward, I would have sat here and acted like I didn't see you in the chat. I think maybe you need to go look up what coward means. Are we done here, Angela? Right, Scruples? They are sick. And if you expect anybody to believe that both of you did that live tonight because you care about that little boy and that was the only reason you did that live, to just let all the people that fought for Cam know that things are being done, bitch, please. The hell? Right, Tess? Right, Ansley? I don't know what you thought would happen when you hopped in my chat and tried to make me look bad because I talk on you and you've never talked on me. Here's an idea. If you don't like bad things being said about you, don't support two of the biggest pieces of shit on TikTok. How about that? Notice how when Gus is called out, her two mommies back it up. Oh, Jess has a family over here. Thank you, Miss Jones. I cut Golden Girls off. Corn chips bad, poop good. Yeah, Bubble, she's going to be sorely disappointed here. I made myself look bad? Ma'am, the whole chat is talking at you, not condemning me. Exactly, Scruples. She thought you'd back down. Right, Court? Are you new here, ma'am? Exactly, Ansley. I guess when she said, I've never spoken on you, I was supposed to go, oh my God, I'm so sorry, Angela. How about recording conversations? Want to talk about it? Ooh, I'm interested in that, Angela. Would you like to address Scruples, or is she a coward too? Yeah, I'm confused as to how I made myself look bad. Ma'am, you continue to do this. But I look bad. Okay. Timu Benson, you are Gus's mommy. You may not comment on someone's reputation. And sent G poop. You make yourself look bad. Exactly. Aw, Scruples, we can both be cowards together. Go back to the queue. Because people came in and asked about it. Do you know what my lives are? They're recaps. Do you know what that means? It means I recap what has gone on in Twinland throughout the day. And you, ma'am, have volunteered to be a part of Twinland. That's not my fault. You and Brownie decided to go live and give everybody the tea. Did you think I wouldn't play it? Wait. Am I clout chasing? Is that what you're going to say next? Mama Wolf, go get your cube. Oh, thank you. Oh, it's cute when you're trying to be sassy. That's precious. We asked her to play it, dummy. I didn't even know. Hey, this is the first time I have been on live since the 3rd. What day is it? It is now the 8th. I didn't even know y'all went live. The chat fucking told me. Because I know you and Brownie find this hard to believe, but not everybody keeps up with y'all. Exactly, Wolf. Will they buy Frenchie Pooh asking for a friend? Oh, you're welcome. Are you going to do an expose with Brownie? Because that was kind of a flop when she did it. But hey, go try it. It's cute. You held a live where intimate details of a minor was discussed. Check the laws on that. Oh, Walmart's calling, Angela. By the way, Angela, you do know y'all didn't have to mention rectal exam. Anybody with half a brain that's watched, I don't know, half a season of Law & Order SVU, you could have just said an exam to confirm or deny sexual assault took place. Everybody can fill in the fucking blanks. You are foul. Yeah, won't you save those kisses for biggin, ma'am? Don't nobody here want them. So call, you know who else tells people to call the police and who else thinks that things are fine to do just as long as they're not illegal, doesn't matter if they're immoral? Gabby. Now I see why you two got along. We're not police callers, silly. So why don't you call Biggin, make sure she's, still trucking, and have a good night. No, I'm from Alabama, but I live in New Orleans. I love that your response to that was call the police when the only person you harmed with the foul things y'all said in that live are a 4-year-old. Way to go. That's not gonna happen, ma'am. Nope. Why would I allow you to do that? Thank you. Dee needs her diaper changed. Got right, Alicia? Oh, Amy, I see your Instagram message. You could be right. I don't know how to do that, Stephanie. Right, Court? Let's not and say we did. The fuck? Why would I give you an audience? Ma'am, I've already given you more than you deserve. Angela wants to pull up, I'm dead. Do it if you bad. Is this a fever dream? I don't either, Niecy. I'm confused. Go parent your twins. Angela, do you understand that if I spoke to you on the phone, I would be giving you an audience? Because I've said all I have to say, ma'am. Not a literal audience like a concert or a movie, silly. I'm sorry that my intelligence level is not down on brownies, so maybe it's hard for you to understand when an intelligent woman speaks. My bad. I'll try to dumb it down a little. Mama has a point. And accusing me of supporting the twins ain't gonna get you anywhere. But hey, it's cute to watch you try. Exactly, Ansley. I don't think you'll need any more charges, Angela, to be honest. Thank you, oops. So are we done here? I know I am. So, who you associate with says a lot about your morals and character. Thank you. Yeah, right, Court? So I'm not going to acknowledge any more of your comments now, and I'm letting you know so that, you can go call me a coward all you want. I'm just making sure you know that that has nothing to do with why I'm no longer acknowledging your presence. Do you need me to dumb it down for you? You know what, Scruples? That's a good idea. Somebody mute her. Please and thank you. Right, Alicia? Disagreeing with somebody is different. the people she associates with are absolute vile pieces of shit. One of them is an abusive, neglectful mother. She has been muted. Thank you, Mama. I am absolutely not awareness. The nerve. I don't even remember what we were talking about before she interrupted. Rude. Right? Ordinary pocket. And again, I cannot stress enough for me to tell her how disgusting it was to talk about that little boy the way that she did, and for her response to be, call the police. Bitch, are you saying that you'll do something immoral as long as it's not also illegal? Because, you know, that was also Gabby's excuse. That was how she justified not taking Cam to school every day. Weird. Exactly, Miss Jones. And Danny needs a big back and a new and a new pad. It's on Kai Fotz's YouTube channel, Nightmare. The timeout felt good for us both. I mean, does she know who she's talking to? There are people that drag me every fucking day that I've never said a word about. People I don't even know. Do you know that don't make a difference? Don't be a piece of shit and I won't say nothing. How about that? So what, should I make a video and tell people, I've never said a word about you, and yet you never have anything nice to say about me? Wah, wah. I mean, good Lord. And never mind, I'm not going there. I am above that. I'm not gonna do it. She can forgive who she wants to forgive. I don't give a damn. They ain't none of my business. But to come up in here acting like you are holier than thou, and you can be as vile as you want, but as long as you ain't said nothing about anybody, you shouldn't be talked about. Ma'am, you're not new to this community. Stop it. Call the police was wild. Yes, Timu Benson is wanting cops called to where, ma'am? That was very wild. Give me 1 minute, y'all. Nicole, I just read your Instagram message. I agree 1,000%. I absolutely agree. Oh my goodness. Well, that was fun. I think I'm about to go to bed though. I ain't got my late night energy back yet. But I will be back on tomorrow. I feel better tonight than I have in a few days, so. Am I good? Yeah, I'm good. Good night, Jennifer. I don't even know if my appeal went through on my backup. So I will be on my main tomorrow. I don't know. I've gotten to where I don't even check to see if my appeal went through on TikTok anymore. Good night, y'all. Have a good night and have a good day tomorrow. And thank y'all for all the kind messages that were in my inboxes on Instagram and TikTok. I appreciate y'all. And I missed y'all too. Thank you, Wolf. Love you too, Mama. Thank you. Y'all have a good night. I guess this coward is going to step out because Big Angela come and told me what's what. Y'all have a good night. I'll see y'all tomorrow.